In a fantasy world that resembled Germany, there lived a man named Klaus. Klaus was a hard-working and ambitious individual who thrived in the 70s and 80s, a time when his country was experiencing rapid industrialization and economic progress. The nation flourished, and Klaus was at the heart of it all, witnessing the transformation of Germany into an economic powerhouse. Then, one day, Klaus decided to take a well-earned rest and embarked on a journey into slumber. He expected to awaken to a Germany that had advanced even further, a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. Little did he know that destiny had different plans for him. After what seemed like a mere blink of an eye for Klaus, he opened his eyes to find himself in an unrecognizable Germany. The year was 2022, and the country he knew had changed beyond his wildest imagination. The Germany he once knew, which was known for its economic prowess, was now facing a situation not far from a recession. Gone were the days of rapid industrialization and economic growth. Klaus was shocked to learn that the country had been grappling with the aftermath of the Ukraine war, which had further strained its economy. Inflation had reared its ugly head, burdening the citizens with unbearable financial hardships. But perhaps the most disheartening revelation for Klaus was the issue of brain drain. He discovered that many of his fellow countrymen, driven by the dire economic situation and lack of opportunities, were leaving Germany in droves. The nation was witnessing a mass exodus of its brightest minds as they sought greener pastures in search of better prospects abroad. While Klaus's story may be a work of fiction, it reflects the real challenges and issues that Germany faces today. In today's video, we will see the present problems in Germany's economy and do a recession prediction and highlight the reasons and issues surrounding the brain drain. But before that, we would like you to subscribe to the channel for more updates. Germany finds itself facing a challenging economic situation, with experts predicting one of the worst crises in recent history. The country is set to enter a recession in 2023, with a projected decline in GDP of 0.4%. The troubles run deep, and there are multiple issues at play. One significant problem stems from the war in Ukraine, which has had a profound impact on energy prices. As a result, production costs for German industries have skyrocketed. This poses a substantial predicament for Germany, as its economy is heavily reliant on industry. Unlike service sector-oriented economies such as the United Kingdom, Germany's backbone lies in manufacturing. Renowned companies like Volkswagen, Bosch, and Siemens rely on affordable energy to remain competitive. Furthermore, the industrial sector in Germany employs nearly 1 out of every 3 workers and contributes over 30% to the annual revenue. However, Germany's economic challenges extend beyond the Ukraine war and even the COVID-19 pandemic. The roots of the problem trace back to Trump's trade war and tariffs. When Donald Trump assumed office, his primary objective was to safeguard domestic companies from foreign competitors. This led to an extensive trade war that impacted the rest of the world. The US imposed tariffs on various imports, including steel, aluminium, and European cars. Trump's actions triggered retaliatory measures from other countries, intensifying the protectionist environment. Germany, being a nation heavily involved in international trade, bore the brunt of this trade war. It faced numerous trade barriers, hindering its industrial companies' ability to sell abroad and contributing to their decline. To exacerbate matters further, the European Union, EU, played a role in worsening the situation. The EU employed its trade policy to fulfill political objectives unrelated to trade, such as environmental protection and foreign policy. Sanctions against Russia and trade restrictions on the United Kingdom post-Brexit are examples of this approach. These actions, driven by political intentions, only fueled the international trade slump initiated by Trump and significantly harmed the German economy. The increasing protectionism has resulted in a loss of prosperity, with per capita income in Germany estimated to be 1.6% lower under these conditions. Another significant issue Germany faces is its limited focus on the services sector. In today's global landscape, companies like Google, Apple, and Amazon have become economic powerhouses, generating revenue and profits equivalent to the GDP of entire countries. This highlights the growth potential and influence of the services industry. The margins for growth in an industry-dependent model may be reaching their limits. Just as industrial countries surpassed agricultural ones in the past, service-based economies are now emerging as the new global benchmarks. Additionally, with the rise of competing economies like China and India, Germany's industrial competitive advantages may gradually diminish. Now, it appears together all these factors are taking Germany closer to an economic recession. But if you think we're exaggerating, listen to the German brain drain dilemma. Germany, known for its high productivity and thriving companies, is facing a significant problem: the inability to attract skilled labor. This issue could have serious implications for the country's future, both as a driver of Europe and its long-term economic stability. Despite its state-of-the-art factories, modern educational system, and impressive investment in techno-industrial development, Germany is struggling to find teachers, engineers, doctors, and professionals to fully utilize its productive capacity. The problem becomes apparent when we examine the population projection. Official UN figures predict that Germany's population will start shrinking from 2023 onwards, dropping from approximately 83 million to below 80 million by 2047, and potentially dipping into the 70 million range by the end of the century. While Germany does receive immigration, there lies a problem. Whenever a highly skilled German worker retires, finding a suitable replacement becomes challenging. The issue is twofold. There is a lack of immigration, particularly in terms of skilled labor. This raises questions about why Germany is not an attractive destination for highly qualified foreigners, and what can be done to address this situation. Starting in 2013, the influx of immigrants to Germany began to slow down. Additionally, according to reports from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, the country was becoming less appealing to professionals. Economic qualifications play a significant role, and the OECD warned that Germany was not attracting as many skilled workers as other countries, such as Australia, Denmark, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Despite Germany supposedly having low barriers to immigration for highly skilled workers, the number of immigrants from outside the EU and EFTA, European Free Trade Area, was relatively low, around 25,000 per year, constituting only 0.02% of the population. In comparison, the rate of skilled immigrant workers received by other countries was 5 to 10 times higher. The reasons behind Germany's unpopularity as a destination for skilled immigrants are multifaceted. Factors such as language, standards, and lifestyle contribute to this perception. A survey by the International Institute for Management Development found that German employers had a poor perception of the ease of recruiting international talent. Red tape and outdated legislation have been obstacles to skilled immigration for over a decade. So maybe in the short run, Germany might be safe. But in the long run, the ailing economy and aging population might wreak havoc. What could be done? Well, to address these issues, Germany needs to reassess its approach to attracting skilled labor. Updating legislation, streamlining bureaucratic processes, and creating incentives that rival those offered by neighboring countries are crucial steps in reversing the brain drain trend. Failure to address these problems could have long-term repercussions, potentially hindering Germany's economic growth and stability. Moreover, Germany needs to diversify its energy sources to reduce dependence on imports and mitigate the impact of conflicts such as the Ukraine war. Investing in renewable energy, such as wind and solar power, can provide a more stable and sustainable energy base, reducing vulnerability to fluctuations in energy prices. Secondly, Germany should actively engage in diplomacy and trade negotiations to protect its industries from trade wars and tariffs. Strengthening trade relations with its major partners can help ensure stability and access to international markets. By establishing mutually beneficial trade agreements, Germany can safeguard its industries and promote a more open and predictable global trade environment. Furthermore, to address the rising production costs, Germany should focus on enhancing the competitiveness of its domestic manufacturing sector. Investing in research and development, innovation, and automation technologies can increase productivity and reduce reliance on labor-intensive processes. This will help maintain a competitive edge in the global manufacturing landscape. In addition to industrialization, Germany should also recognize the importance of the services sector in the modern economy. By promoting the growth of the services sector, Germany can diversify its economy and reduce dependence on manufacturing alone. By following these measures, Germany can turn itself from the sick man of Europe to a hub for economic progress. Failure to do so would not just make it closer to recession, but also damage the social fabric of the society. We hope that situation improves and we hear Danke from the German people with full zeal and zest. If you like the video, do subscribe to the channel for more updates.